Should be a good game. This game is the semifinals, and this will determine who will move on to the finals. The other game between Trinity and Collegiate will happen later today. We're testing, and I'm just rambling on. If you want, here, you test. You're doing this in the pregame. Test. It was.
Test. Okay, you can go live. Send it. We don't need it.
Okay. Welcome to this.
Hold on, put it live.
Test.
Test. It means there. Look, you can barely see it. Someone check the stream. Testing. Test. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. We do apologize for the audio issues we've been having. Trying to get it right tonight. So we're short-staffed tonight, so we appreciate your cooperation.
Yeah, it's a pretty chilly night here at City Stadium, and temperatures are only going to keep getting colder. So you have to wonder if that's going to affect their play at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Saints played here 2 weeks ago, I believe. 1 week?
Yeah, I believe it was
Collegiate.
October 25th against Collegiate.
Yep, they ended up losing that game, but it was a close one, and the Saints
Yeah.
get to win tonight.
Interesting storyline today. Rex Alphen signed his letter of intent.
Yep, he's going to Bucknell. That's the goalkeeper for the Saints, and he's got a bright future ahead of him.
Yeah, he's been great his whole career at St. Chris, and hopefully he can play great tonight and lead the Saints to a victory. Winner of this game will be taking on Trinity or Collegiate here at City Stadium on Friday night at 7:30. So it's gonna be a great game. These are two very evenly matched teams. Something we talked about on Monday is Jared Broussard's been one of the best players for the Saints this year. He was limited on Monday. He was wearing a mask on the sideline, so I have to assume it was some illness-related thing. He didn't get in the game until about the 30th minute, but he's out there starting tonight, so that's a huge addition for the Saints. Saints attacks me led by Wes Wise, who had his 26th goal of the season Monday afternoon. He's been incredible all year, so look for him to try to make a big impact tonight.
For sure.
So Saints have a pretty well balanced team with youth and experience, as they're starting multiple sophomores, like Stephen Bashar out there, number 12. But they also have a bunch of seniors on the team, like we mentioned, Wes Wise is one of them, Rex Alphen's one of them, so Jared Broussard's one of them, so yeah. Have to hope the experience on the team is going to help them in this tournament.
Yeah, old squad for the Saints. They've got some younger experience on the bench, though. Cade Cox, brother of Ian, he's out tonight. And Saints have a bright future ahead of them in the soccer program. Just kind of may have a rebuilding year next year. Juniors have to step it up, though.
Yeah, at all levels, from 7th grade to varsity, they've been dominant. So it's one of the best programs in the state. As there's Kyan Patel on the run, he's going to have it taken away. David Bertruzzi there with the pressure. Jack Bleacher, he's another one of the sophomores. Here's a good run from Potomac.
Saints, go ahead.
Saints are going to clear it out.
Saints defense has looked really strong throughout the whole year. Rex Alphen, as we said earlier, D1 commit, Bucknell University signed today. He's been great for the Saints this year.
Yeah, Monday was one of the easiest jobs Rex has had probably in his entire time at St. Chris. I mean, the small number of shots that were put up by O'Connell, none of them really challenged him at all. So they were all from pretty far out, as the Saints defense just suffocated the Knights.
Rex Alphen going to take the goal kick here. I'll go to Wes Wise.
Tried to get it up to Patel. It's going to be cleared out.
Wes Wise has not signed, I believe, but he is committed for soccer. Potomac making a run here. Good stop there from Eli Taylor. Also battling some sickness there. Potomac with the throw in, and they'll work it around. Trying to get a look here. That'll get through for Potomac. They'll roll out of bounds. Goal kick for Rex Alphen here.
So the winner of this game is not going to know who they would face in the finals until tomorrow, or until later tonight, as Collegiate and Trinity are going to face off at 7:30 after this game.
Yeah, that should be a good one.
Yeah.
It's going to be really cold for those guys, so Saints are happy they have this early slot in the semifinals.
Yeah. Collegiate and Trinity are the only two teams who managed to defeat the Saints this year.
Yeah, so if the Saints pull out a win tonight, it'll be interesting to see what it goes down on Friday.
Yeah. The Saints and Trinity split their 3 matchups as one game was a St. Chris win, one game was a Trinity win in penalties at the Menno Classic, and the other game was a draw. So, and Collegiate won the only matchup that was here 2 weeks ago.
Yep, so not sure Potomac's played here this year, but in terms for the Saints, they played their annual St. Chris Collegiate game here at City Stadium 2 weeks ago, and that was a great game.
Broussard's going to get to West Wise here, and West is going to lose the ball. It's going to be a free kick for Potomac.
No, I know not many soccer programs in the Prep League, let alone the VISAA, have lights on their stadium. And here's an attempt for the Panthers, and that's wide.
That was probably one of the best opportunities Potomac's going to get all night. Really unfortunate for them that they couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, but as I was saying, not many VISAA teams play under the lights, and the Saints already having experience here at City Stadium. Definitely a difference. I can't speak to that fact, but I think it makes sense that it's a change in the atmosphere if you're playing at night. And also with the additions of lights at Jacobs Field on the baseball field and soccer field for St. Chris, hoping to put those to use next year and this spring for the baseball season. So definitely some advances in the sports category for St. Christopher's. It's good to see.
You guys probably heard about Friday was the first ever football game under the lights. Saints took down Collegiate 14-3. So.
Yeah, that was an exciting one.
Yeah. Football team's back in action this Saturday at Benedictine at 1 o'clock. That's going to be a pretty good game.
Yeah, they're also playing the state semifinals. And Saints football went down to Benedictine earlier this year, and that just came down to the fourth quarter. So should be in for a good one there on Saturday.
Here's a good run.
Push here. West Wise trying to work to the middle.
Gets it to Matt Sovich.
Matt's going to take his time. Bench wants him to shoot it, but I think that's a smart call just to get a little look. Manolo Lupasi working the outside here. He'll be his man, trying to work it in. Good defense there from the Panthers. A big boot. We'll get it to about midfield, and Potomac's got a little push here. That's quickly stopped by Cam King, and here's a throw-in. Fast pace here, Edison.
Yeah.
Haven't seen much of this year. Saints offense usually takes control of the games pretty early, but Potomac defense held pretty strong, and their offense is really trying to push it.
Potomac probably watched the film from the O'Connell game on Monday, and I mean, if you watched that game, you would have seen that once the Saints defense got set, they were just allowing no opportunities for the night. So Potomac knows that catching the Saints out in transition might be their best bet.
Absolutely. Panthers making a run here. Stephen Bashar, he's a sophomore. He'll get it out. Saints with the small student section tonight in comparison to the last game at City Stadium. Should be a huge one for the Friday game if they do end up advancing, but it's good to see Saints supporting all the way out here at City Stadium.
Yeah.
See Brad Garner down there. He signed today. Baseball commit, USC Upstate.
Yeah. Obviously, on a Wednesday night, it's kind of tough to get out to these games with all the homework and other responsibilities students have. So
it's good to see anybody you can.
Yeah.
Eli Taylor there with the stop for the Saints.
Yeah, like I mentioned, Eli had a big game on Monday as he raised his goal total from on the season from 1 to 3.
Yeah, I mean, throughout the year, Wes Wise has been killing it for the Saints, though. He should be Prep League Player of the Year, in my opinion, and we'll just have to see how that turns out. I don't think they've announced that, have they, Edison?
Yeah, not that I know of. Here's a shot from way out.
Yeah, but Wes Wise, definitely the man to look out for when the Saints get the ball on offense. Got to watch out for his headers. He's, again, one of the Saints that's playing a little bit sick tonight, so.
Yeah.
Saints just got to fight through it.
Like we mentioned, it's a pretty chilly night, so you have to wonder if that's going to affect the play at all, and maybe they can't make as good of contact with the ball with the colder conditions. Potomac's defense so far has done a pretty good job of containing the Saints' attack, which has been deadly all year. Lupasi's going to get to Matt Sovich. He has some space. He's going to
Matt looking for Jarrett Broussard. He had a goal here last time the Saints played at City Stadium.
Broussard's going to make a man miss.
Trying to make a
cross. He's going to cross it for Wise.
Wise.
Potomac's going to clear that one out. It was a little bit too low for West to...
Physical play there on the end for the Saints. Kick there for the Panthers. Eli Taylor again for the Saints. He'll get it out. Matt Sovich with a good seal at midfield. Saints have a 3-on-3 here. Looking for Wes Wise. Wes Wise with the push. Gets it around the keeper. Good stop by the Panthers. That'll get out. Not even a corner.
Yeah.
That's a sigh of relief for the Panthers.
That's a tough break for the Saints there as Wise had a one-on-one with the keeper. The through ball was just a little bit too far, and the keeper got to it before West could.
Saints are going to make a sub here. Kyle Patel and Grayson Cosmo, two upperclassmen coming in. Taking out Beck Mumford and another Saint. I believe it's Manoli Lupasi. Let's see.
Let's see. Maybe not. I think Manoli's staying on. Not
Only
sure.
A single Saint coming out. Might have been a man down there. Not sure.
Yeah, not sure how that's. I mean, it looks like they have 11 on the field right now, so.
Heck of a stop there from the Panthers on that earlier possession. Saints really had a good look at the goal. Wes Wise had it past the keeper. Just one too many defenders back for the Panthers.
Yeah. It was a tough break there as it looked like it was going to be a goal for a second, but.
Oh, yeah. Good push here from the Saints. That's Jack Bleacher on the outside. Nice box out there for the Panthers, and they'll have a goal kick. Oh, Jarrett Broussard was the other Saint coming out. He's taking his walk along the edge. Big boot there from the goalie and Kyle Patel for the Saints. We'll get on the outside. Trips up a little bit there, not sure what happened. That's the Wake Forest art commit right there for the Saints. He's going to their art school. Done some great pieces for some celebrities like Destroying, football YouTuber. Caleb Love, UNC basketball player. He's definitely great at what he does.
Yeah.
Wes Wise trying to beat three men right there. Nothing going, though. Little shank there from the keeper. Matt Sovich trying to take control of it. That's number 14. They'll work it around three Panthers defenders. Gets Jack Bleacher. He's working it to the outside. I believe that's Eli Taylor. That'll be out of bounds. Panthers playing good defense here. That throw will go to Steve Machard, who just boots it out of there.
Yeah.
That'll be a hassle for the ball boy to get.
It'll be a throw-in for Potomac.
Panthers look like they've got some subs warming up down here on the far right side of your screen. Got Foreman. Shows some depth there. Here's Wes Wise. Looking for Patel on the cross.
It's going to be a corner here for the Saints, and all year, a lot of Wes's goals have came off of headers from corners, so, and they tried to do that a bunch of times in the O'Connell games. Look for them to do that here. Cross coming in.
Ooh,
Just over Wes Wise.
That's what you look for, isn't it?
It's Bleacher. It's at Bashara. He's going to try to cross it in, but nobody's there.
Again, if you're the Saints, that's the play you're looking for. Wes Wise on the header off the cross. We've seen that goal multiple times this year. Grace Cosmo. Again, we've seen that a few times this year. Bit of a force there.
Yeah.
Straight to the goalie. Wouldn't say a waste of possession, but you can make something better out of that.
Yeah. I mean, anytime you're getting a shot on goal, you never know what could happen. Like, maybe that ball somehow slips through the keeper's hands and it ends up being a goal. But generally, you want a better shot than that. Here's a pretty good run from Potomac.
Cam King will get it out of there. Cam's trying to play basketball this year for the Saints. Didn't last year. He's a senior. He's got the height for it. We'll see what he can do. Here's David Baruzzi. Throw it in for the Panthers. Go over the head of Parker Cushman. Straight in the hands of Rex Alphen.
Yeah, really no challenge for Rex right there.
Marshall Lloyd almost was there for the Panthers. He's number 8. To Cosmo with big kick there, looking for Wes Wise. Panthers may have a run here. Rex Alphen, he's got that big wingspan, big kid. Again, Bucknell commit. Definitely doing some work putting in some work for the Saints in the goal. That ball will go off Panther defender.
Heard some Saints supporters calling for a handball there, as it looked like.
Yeah.
Manoli Lupasi and Kyan Patel are going to come off. Beck Mumford and Kellen Welch are going to come on. Oh, excuse me. Matt Sovich is coming off, not Kyan Patel.
Yeah, Saints definitely trying to work in this rotation with these guys. Being a little sick tonight.
Yeah, you don't want to overwork anyone when they're coming off the flu.
Yeah. Saints just trying to win this game and put themselves in a good position to win the state championship on Friday.
Yeah, like we mentioned, no matter who they play, it would be a pretty tough matchup. As both the first-seeded Collegiate Cougars and the fourth-seed Trinity are both two very good teams, but I think the Saints will put up a good fight against either one of them.
Yeah, no doubt. Saints have competed against both of those teams, like we said.
They managed to beat Trinity once at home. That game was a really good game.
Yeah, ended up
I believe it was Beck Mumford hit a winner in about the 82nd minute.
They ended up tying their second matchup at at Trinity in overtime. That was a heck of a game too.
Yeah.
So
really, all four, any of these four teams could win it all, and I wouldn't be surprised.
Yep.
They're all pretty evenly matched.
And beautiful thing about the Prep League and the VISAA is these fans are going to show out.
Yeah.
Whether it's Trinity, Collegiate, St. Chris, they're going to be here at City Stadium on Friday.
Yeah.
Would be interesting to see what Potomac does if they end up winning this game, if they bus some students down here. Do appreciate all of you guys for tuning in, especially those from Potomac, trusting our stream. Should be a good one.
Yeah, we apologize if the wind is blowing into the mics. It's pretty windy up here. We're about halfway through this first half. Neither team scored. Right, what have your thoughts been on this game so far?
It's interesting. A lot of fast pace, a lot of slow pace, kind of just on and off. Depends on the push.
It's going to be a foul on the Saints. I believe they called Eli Taylor there.
Yeah,
so it'll be a free kick for Potomac.
Yeah, as you asked. It's been a good one. Obviously no goals thus far and no highlight plays. But both teams are staying consistent on both sides of the ball. Pretty evenly matched up to this point. Potomac trying to make a push here. Double team by Saints defenders. West Wise, physical play there. Tap it up to Kyle Patel. A little give and go there for the Saints. West will work his way around, trying to get to the outside. Beck Mumford try to get to Eli Taylor. Eli just wasn't able to make a run on that one.
That's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for Potomac.
Another sub here for the Saints. A lot of subbing here. It's Jared Broussard and Manoli Lupazzi coming in for Kellen Welch and Eli Taylor.
Yeah, you have to wonder if so many of these players going down with the flu recently has a play on Coach Wood's substitutions, as maybe he can't get as many minutes as he would have liked from some of his star players.
Ball is through, but Kai Patel will end up scooping it up for the Saints. He's trying to make a push. Up tempo here. I feel like that's when the Saints scored the majority of their goals, when they were really pushing hard.
Yeah, I believe 2 of their 3 goals on Monday came off of plays like that. Here's Jared Broussard.
Physical play there. Tried to work it around the Potomac defender. Good work from him. That'll be the keeper ball. I believe that was Mac Wilson on defense there.
Here's Patel. He's being grabbed.
A little hold there, yeah. It's questionable.
Refs tried to play the advantage, but there was no advantage to be played as Potomac soon gained possession, so it'll be a free kick for the Saints.
Yeah, topic of holding. Back to football. Darius Gray. Here's a push.
Here's Broussard. Wow.
Looking for
physical play there, but no call. That looked like that very well could have been a penalty for the Saints.
Yeah, that would have led to a goal. I mean, a PK. And Jared Broussard has been in that position before, so scary play there for the.
Would have been interesting to see who would have taken it. It could have been Broussard's taken a few this year, but it also could have been Wes Wise's. He's taken a bunch, so. What were you going to say about Darius?
Yeah, so football game on Friday, first Sun of the Lights game for the Saints. He was getting held the whole game, don't you think? I mean, I saw some pictures on Instagram, and the collegiate defenders couldn't really do much about him. He's class 26.
Yeah.
Really, I believe he's the only St. Christopher's player with Division I offers. He's got 5 of them. So impressive that you got a 9th grader on that squad with offers, and he's got a bright future.
One from Penn State's probably the best football program he's gotten one from.
Yeah, shot attempt there for the Panthers, and that one's not even close. Rex Alphen really hasn't had any scary moments up to this point. Another sub here for the Saints. Just trying to keep it moving. It's Eli Taylor. So we mentioned how the soccer program is kind of in a transition phase after this year with a lot of these seniors leaving. It would be good to see some some underclassmen as well, some juniors show up as of now. Juniors would be seniors next year. Show up for the Saints. I know they've got. I know St. Chris has 2 juniors right now who've got Division I offers, and they're not in the St. Christopher soccer program at the moment. It'd be Campbell Soccer and Jackson Carlin, and both of them are playing for strikers, as Eli Taylor did. And if they were to join, it would really add some. Just Saints would get a lot better.
Yeah. Both of them are very good, so you'd hope that they would join next year and could replace some of the talent that's gonna be lost to graduation.
Absolutely, especially on the offensive side of things.
I mean, losing both Jared Broussard and Wes Wise is gonna be a killer. So
don't forget about Ian Cox either.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Kick there from Potomac keeper. Parker Cushman tries to get ahead on it for the Saints, and Potomac will take possession. They really haven't seen much action towards their goal up to this point in the game.
it's a deflection from Broussard, but Potomac's gonna have a pretty good run here.
Speak of the devil here. Potomac looking for a cross on the outside.
Cam King with the pressure.
Cam King.
Yeah.
Patrick Ritter tried to work his way around Cam King. He's a captain for the Panthers. Excuse me, I think that was Miles Monroe. There he is again, off the head of Jack Bleacher. Rex Alphen with a nice diver there for the Saints.
Yeah, I don't think that was a shot attempt, but I mean, if that looked like a pass, but if that goes through, it's a pretty easy look there for Potomac. So big play by Rex to shut that down.
Yeah, and good representation here for the Panthers. A lot of parents out here tonight making the travel.
They've got a big flag down there.
Yeah, so it's good to see that. Always want a competitive environment with these soccer state games, especially.
Matt Sovich tried to get it to Broussard, but that's going to be kicked out of bounds.
Posse will throw it in for the Saints. Charlie Hudson and, 3 Saints coming off right now. Stephen Bouchard, Charlie Hudson, and Max Mumford. Excuse me, that's Beck Mumford. Kai Patel trying to make a play on that ball. It's to Jared Broussard. Nice slide there from the Panthers.
Yeah.
And they'll try to work it to the offensive end.
Bleacher applying some pressure.
Really can't imagine playing this night game later tonight if you're Trinity or Collegiate, and you know that'll be a heck of a game, but it's going to be really, really cold out here.
It's already getting pretty cold up here in the booth. And can't imagine how cold it's going to be 2 hours later.
Yeah. As we mentioned a few times earlier in the stream, goalie Rex Alphen signed earlier today for the Saints, and it's good to see the whole soccer team out there. Everybody came out, watched him sign, and they came immediately to State Stadium here. So
yeah,
long day after school for the Saints, long day in general. They're here now, and they're trying to get a goal on the board in this first half. Cushman will clean that up for the Saints. Eli Taylor looking for Jared Broussard, but that's stopped from Potomac. Taylor will get it back, trying to get to the middle. Lupasi gets Patel on the outside. I'll try to keep it in. It'll be Potomac ball. Subs here for the Panthers. Got 3 subs in, and it's their first sub of the game. I know we were saying this on the way over here, Edison, but definitely a change of atmosphere here than VCU Soccer Stadium.
Yeah.
Next to the Diamond, a few miles away. A lot bigger here, and not nearly enough space for the fans to fill up. Or excuse me, too much space for the fans to fill up here. Not as compact of an environment as the VCU Stadium is, and me personally, I enjoy that more over there at VCU.
Yeah.
It's all in the same spot, and it gets loud.
Yeah, definitely. It's a good run from Potomac. They're going to cross it in. Header.
attempt.
Yeah. Really gave Rex no challenge.
No crazy looks here thus far from either team. And these goalies have had a pretty easy night. Big kick there from Alphen. Wes Wise trying to get there for the Saints. Matsovich gets around his defender. Maybe a give and go here. There it is. Sovich looking for a cross. Good defense there. That should be a cross for the Saints. Good box out there from Sovich, and
yeah,
we'll see who takes this one.
Looks like it's going to be Sovich taking the corner here.
Yep.
Look for them to try to get Wes Wise on a header.
Yep. It's a good call. Eli Taylor down there. Sometimes Manoli Lupasi will come down there, number 23. Just get some height down there. Ball will get past Jared Broussard, and Panthers will get it out. Now they're trying to make a run. Saw this last week, 2 weeks ago at State Stadium. Saints had to play on the goal late game, tried to tie it up, keep their ranking in number 1 in the state to beat that Collegiate team, and ended up missing a goal, had no one back, and Collegiate had its transition goal with ease. Kind of just sealed the game there in extra time. 2 subs in here for the Saints, and Jared Broussard's coming out. I believe that's Tyler Overstreet as well.
Bashar, who's throwing it in right now, he came on. I believe that was to Eli Taylor.
Kai Patel's got space. Trips up for the second time tonight. He'll try to work it. We saw this again 2 weeks ago. Cross. Not even close.
Yeah, maybe. I mentioned earlier how the cold weather makes it harder to get a good hit on the ball. Maybe that was an example of that right there.
Yep. Kai Patel, you see it all the time. Works on that right wing, and he always tries to work it down near the box, get it towards the out-of-bounds line, and often he'll dive to or kind of slide to keep that ball in and make a cross. Pretty athletic move there. He tried it there, but didn't go anywhere near the goal. Posse will get that to about midfield. Cushman to Mumford. Bashar will take his time here.
This first half's gone by pretty quickly as we're over 80% done. And if this game were to, looking ahead here, if this game were to remain tied, it wouldn't end in a draw like a normal regular season game would. This would go into extra time and then penalties if need be. I believe the Saints have only had one game go into penalties this year. That was the Trinity game at the Menno Classic, so those are always fun to watch. So wouldn't complain if we got one of those.
Always interesting to watch those penalty kicks. I believe 2018, 2017, Saints were playing at the VCU Stadium. I believe it was Paul VI in the state championship, and they actually lost on penalty kicks. It's one of the toughest things to do when you're a soccer player, especially in a state championship, is to lose a game like that.
Yeah.
It's just crushing. But the reward, the victory if you win, it's just, there's no better feeling.
Yeah, here's a good run from the Saints. Beck Mumford. Gonna cut it back. Mumford puts it up, but it's gonna be blocked.
Could have been a good look there for the Saints, and it'll get back to Wes Wise. Saints will reset, but that was a good look. Good defense there from Potomac, and
tries to cross it into Wise, but nothing going.
I think that was probably the scariest look the Saints have gotten thus far. Just blocked by a defender.
Here's
and
Wise.
Wes Wise trying to maybe set himself up for a deep shot here. Get to Patel. Again, here's that slide you may see. Cross to
wow.
Wise. Goalie's on the floor.
What a job by the keeper there to keep that one out. as it looked like a sure goal for West Wise. Heck of a job there.
Yeah, Potomac crowd's going to let him hear it. Got to give props to that. Here we go. Could get interesting here.
Yeah, you can feel the tension starting to pick up here as we approach the 35th minute.
In this winner-go-home format, it's really just give everything. You know, the Saints, as we've mentioned multiple times, dealing with some sickness throughout the team, and you really just got to fight through it, especially if you're a senior. It's your last chance, and you can't go down just because of sickness. Yeah,
many professional soccer tournaments like the UEFA Champions League, up until the final, they play in a two-leg stage. So, but it's not the case here, as it's every round's a winner go home. So that definitely raises the intensity up as in a tournament like the Champions League. Even if you lose the first game 3-0, if you come back and win 4-0 the next day, then you're moving on. But here, you just can't afford to have a bad day.
Yeah, I totally agree. Puts a lot more pressure on these kids, and it's not like that's their job either. I mean, they've got a whole school day to go.
Yeah.
So you're thinking about it all day until the night, especially with night games. It's just on your mind, and it's the same deal with football. Just competitive atmosphere. It's high school, and just high school sports in general. Nice out there from Noli Lupasi.
Really good slide tackle there. The tip back to Eli Taylor. Sovic wants a cross. He had a lane for a second.
Good give and go. Mumford trying to make a move.
So we could hear it up from the booth. Mumford's pretty frustrated with himself after that run. Didn't go anywhere.
Good work there from Bashar to get around his defender.
Tried to get it to Broussard, but
Saints with a throw in here. They've got 4 minutes left on this clock until we hit the halfway mark. And again, pretty even up to this point. A few good looks for both teams, but
yeah,
goalies haven't really had much action.
West had that one really good look, but unfortunately it was saved by the Potomac keeper. I mean, like we were saying earlier, any of these 4 teams remaining, whether it be one of these two or Collegiate or Trinity, could win it all, and I wouldn't be surprised at all. These 4 teams are all very evenly matched, and the 3 remaining games are all going to be great.
Yeah. I totally agree. Good defense there from the Panthers, forcing DeCosmo to get it back to Alphen. There's Bashara to West Wise in the middle. Back to Eli Taylor. Noli Lupasi here for the Saints. He's got Sovic in front of him, and he'll get it to Sovic. Good defense there for the Panthers. Taylor will keep it in. Here's a cross looking for Wise. Good approach there from the Potomac keeper. That's an impressive play. I believe that's William Lyle, and he's had a great game for the Panthers.
This will be another throw for the Saints. It's going to be Lupasi throwing it in. Wise tried to cross it in, but it's going to be blocked. It'll be another throw, nearly a corner, but Lupasi's going to throw it in again. Lupasi gets it to Wise. He's going to head it. They're going to call a violation on Lupasi for, I believe, his feet were moving during the throw.
Maybe cross the line there.
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure what the rule is, but I know from some areas of the field you are allowed to step into your throw. Some of them you're not. And the signal the ref made, it looked like that was the infraction. So tough break there for the Saints. They had some pretty good field position.
That's
Physical play there by Lupa.
I don't know, Manoli, that looked intentional.
Yeah. but
Ref will let slide, I
yeah,
guess.
something we've noticed about the refs this year is they have been very, very tentative with pulling out the cards. As there were some very physical plays in the game on Monday, but the refs didn't produce any cards. So here's a steal from Wes Wise.
Saints may have a good look here. He's got Jared Broussard in the middle of the field. Wes taking his time, trying to be a spinner. Good defense there. Wes trying to cross it. Almost had Matsovich there on the header. And Potomac's got to run.
Yeah, here's a good counterattack from Potomac as Wes couldn't make anything happen there. But
Manoli,
good play from Manoli Lupasi.
great work for him to get back.
So we're approaching the end of this first half. Probably be a few minutes of added time, but
Throw in there. Cam King will get it out.
yeah, physical play as he pushed him down after it was knocked out of bounds.
Potomac coaches really want him to push as we enter the final seconds of this first half, and that'll be it. No stoppage time.
Interesting.
Here. And
Yeah.
we'll send it into half, 0-0. Pretty even game up to this point, and it'll be an exciting second half, maybe longer. So thank you for tuning in. We'll be back in a bit. Please stay tuned for this interview with Utah Jazz head coach Will Hardy. We're gonna have it planned during halftime. Thank you.
Thank you for meeting. Thank you for meeting with us today. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man.
All right, so
How you guys doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Good.
So I'm just gonna hop right into this. So I think the meeting is now recording. Thank you for meeting with us. So I'm gonna start off the meeting. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our first What's Next meeting of the 2022-2023 school year. Here with us today, we have St. Christopher's alum and current head coach of the Utah Jazz, Coach Will Hardy. Coach Hardy, we understand how packed your schedule is, so thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day. We are all extremely excited to have you join us today for our first club meeting.
Appreciate you guys.
The mission of our club is to teach students what careers are available and how they can best pursue them. So, Coach Hardy, when you went to Williams College to play basketball, did you have the idea that you would ever become a basketball coach, or were you thinking you would want to pursue a different career?
Yeah, honestly, when I went to college, I didn't have a grand plan for the rest of my life. Basketball was a huge part of my life then because I was playing. And honestly, I was, 18 when I graduated from St. Chris, and I really didn't have the rest of my life thought through very far. I was kind of going to school to, get an education and play basketball and sort of figure it out when I got there. I definitely, when I got there as a freshman, there were plenty of kids at Williams that seemed to sort of have the rest of their life already planned out. But my personality just isn't like that. I never really was somebody that had like a grand plan.
Yes, sir. So what made you realize, was there any specific moment that made you realize that you wanted to become a basketball coach?
Yeah, during my junior year, I got injured, and our coach spent a lot of time with me, inviting me up to the coach's offices with him and the assistants, asking me a lot of questions about what I thought about this or that, or is this too much for the team, or what do you think about this offensive concept? And he was really the one, Mike Maker, he was really the one that kind of sparked that interest for me to be a coach. So it really wasn't until my junior year of college that all of a sudden it was, oh, maybe this is even a possibility. And that being said, when I went to graduate as a senior, I had applied to jobs in like 5 different fields, and it wasn't zeroed in on just being a basketball coach. And then when I was fortunate enough to get the opportunity with the Spurs, my life sort of headed in that direction.
Yes, sir. So what major did you pursue at Williams College, and how has this helped you on your journey to becoming an NBA coach? And what classes did you find most useful for your career or just your life in general?
Wow. I was an English major at Williams, um, which has probably helped me not a ton being a basketball coach. Other than the fact that the way that the classes were set up, a lot of the English classes, a lot of them were discussion based. It's a lot less about what the right answer is. It was more how you interpreted things and a lot of group discussion with the students and the teachers, which, that's a big part of coaching. It's a big part of being around a team is there's always group dynamics and group discussions trying to kind of come to a consensus. So I would say it was more the way the classes were set up that ends up helping me now than the actual content. Like, I don't know how much Moby Dick is helping me right now.
Yes, sir. How did your assistant coaching job with the San Antonio Spurs as well as the Boston Celtics help you prepare for now being the head coach of the Jazz?
I mean, it's been everything for me in terms of my learning as a coach. I really only knew basketball as a player going through high school and college. And, I had to learn, and I'm still learning, sort of the art of coaching. Whether that's the technical, tactical part, but also some of the human leadership, kind of guiding people, managing your staff, managing the players. All of that is stuff that I had to learn, and I was lucky in San Antonio and in Boston to work for and work with, a lot of really, really good coaches that helped me along the way. I for sure would not be sitting where I am without the experiences in both those places.
Yes, sir. Do you is there any specific thing that you remember either Coach Popovich or Coach Udoka doing that in order to help you to get to where you are now?
I mean, there's just so many lessons along the way. I think Pop always encouraged me and all the assistants that worked for him to, find our own voice and to not try to be him. There's a fine line between learning from somebody and trying to parrot kind of who they are and what they do. I mean, I find myself saying things that he has said to the team, or phrases or things that stick with you, but I have to do it with my own personality. I have to be authentic to who I am, because the players, the staff, everybody in our organization, like it's not believable if I'm trying to be somebody else. And it's pretty easy to pick up on when people are kind of acting and not being themselves.
That makes sense. To what do you attribute your success at such a young age?
I mean, there's a lot of luck, honestly, a lot of good timing. I think a lot more is made of my age than there probably should be. I think, I've said this publicly, I don't think about it like that. I don't think about my age in that way. This is my 13th year in the NBA. And so I've had a lot of great experiences. And like I said, a lot of people that along the way have taken their time and energy to teach me and help me grow. But for things to have happened, I guess, this quickly, I'm not naive to the fact that there is some good fortune, some good timing along the way that has gotten me to this spot. I really don't believe that there is a secret recipe to getting somewhere quickly. I always just tried to do the job that I had and tried to work hard and tried to be a part of the group and try to be a good person. And so I think I accomplished that part. And then there was some good fortune along the way that kind of propelled me into some different roles and helped me get some promotions. And, here I am.
Yes, sir. When you attended St. Christopher's, what did you believe your job would be once you finished college? And now that you are an MBA coach, what would you recommend students interested in sports pursue in college?
Yeah. Honestly, man, when I was at St. Chris, I had no idea what I was going to do with my life. Like I never thought like that. Again, that's just my personality, but I never tried to get too far ahead of myself. I think sometimes people worry about the end, the end of the story too much. The middle's the best part. Like I just tried to kind of take it all as it came at me. I know there were probably times that my parents wish I had more of a long-term plan. But like, how old are you?
I'm 16.
Welcome back to the second half. Potomac versus St. Christopher's, number 2 seed versus second seeded Saints versus the 3rd seeded Panthers. Pretty uneventful first half as neither team managed to get anything on the scoreboard, and there weren't many great shots put up. But we're looking forward to the second half, and eventually one team is going to have to break through. So, yeah, stay tuned. Right, what were your thoughts on this first half?
Yeah, I agree with what you were saying. Tempo on and off, as I said earlier. It's been an interesting one. I'm excited to see this game, especially if it goes into PKs. I'm excited. Yeah, it should be a good second half, and these teams are going to bring it. It's all or nothing here.
Yeah, definitely. Whoever loses, their season's over. So, especially the seniors for both sides are going to give it their all.
Just devastation if you don't end up winning this game.
Yeah. I mean, like we said, any of the 4 teams left, whether it's one of these two or Collegiate or Trinity, is good enough to win this tournament. So it'll be a great final 2.5 games.
Absolutely. So we switched the field here. Saints are going to the left. It's the opposite way when the Saints took on Collegiate here a few weeks ago, and you see the Collegiate guys, they're just getting here.
Yeah, they're scheduled to play.
Early push here for the Saints.
Like I was saying,
tried to get to Broussard, but stopped.
Like I was saying, Collegiate's scheduled to play Trinity here at 7:30. But if this game remains scoreless into extra time or even penalties, then that'll obviously be pushed back.
Again, that's another force from the Saints. You just don't need that shot.
Yeah.
You can work it around the outside, but just an impulsive decision there from Manoli Lupasi. Potomac keeper will get it out. These keepers have some big legs tonight.
Yeah, definitely.
Rex Alvin always been consistent, able to get it to the opposite side of the field with ease, and Potomac keeper is able to do the same thing. Kyle Patel making a push on the outside. He's got Jared Broussard in the end. Gets past his defender, Beck Mumford. Tries to get a shot, tries to get another shot.
Wow.
Great look
What
there.
a save.
Heck of a save from the Potomac keeper, but that's a great shot from Beck Mumford.
I mean, that's the second really impressive save we've seen him have so far this game. That was incredible.
Yeah, good look there, and that's just impressive.
Yeah. I mean, that's the second time it's looked like the Saints have had a surefire goal, but their keepers just managed to somehow keep us off the scoreboard.
Yeah, Beck Mumford seemed to be feeling it tonight. He's got multiple shots on goal, and 2 or 3 of them look.
Here's a good run for the Saints as it's Wes Wise.
Deep shot.
Wow.
Another good save. Broussard tries to get the follow. Wow.
They're gonna clear it out. It'll be Kyle Patel. He's gonna go towards the end line. That one's gonna be cleared out into the stands. It's going to bounce back onto the field of play. It'll be a throw for the Saints. But, wow, what a job from Potomac's keeper as
William Lyle, and you would think he'd be playing to keep his season alive here. And
yeah, he's done just that.
maybe even his career as a keeper, but no, he's a junior, and he's landed out on the field for the seniors here for Potomac. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know how he's managed to save all three of those. Here's a cross in. Beck Mumford.
Another good look for the Saints. You've got to be a little nervous if you're Potomac at this point.
Yeah, the Saints offense has been so deadly all year when they've gotten shots on goal.
Yeah,
and they're finally starting to create some opportunities deep into this game.
Tempo's picking up, and that's 3 consecutive looks for the Saints there.
Obviously, there was a slight mishit from Mumford there, but still a pretty good look for the Saints.
Potomac will get it back to Lyle.
As Wise is going to apply some pressure onto the keeper.
Potomac coach really wants his team to keep it moving.
Posse's going to try to get up to Kai Patel, but a little bit off the through ball, so it'll be Potomac ball.
Potomac working it back to midfield. Saints defense seems pretty composed right now.
Yeah, they had one little stretch in the first half where Potomac kept getting up a few shots, but other than that, the Saints defense, really for this whole tournament, extending back to the game. Well, not just this whole tournament, this whole season, really.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the Saints defense is great, and that's another reason why. Obviously, Rex is a great keeper, but obviously will help your goal total when you have this great of a defense behind you.
Yeah, just always working up to the offensive end as they do here. Wes Wise showing off his speed, trying to get to that ball. Aggressive push from him. Potomac with a give and go, and this might be a look. Wow, just a bit behind his teammate there for Potomac.
Yeah,
that could have been a good
looked
look.
like there's a bit of miscommunication as the striker expected a through ball, but the man with the ball just passed it right to him. So. It's a very windy night here. Maybe that's going to affect some of the shots. Is the wind's blowing towards us, which I mean,
it's not easy to commentate when it's this cold.
Yeah. Imagine how hard it is for the players to be out there right now, and especially the Collegiate and Trinity players. It's going to just keep getting colder through the night. So.
Bashara, great clamps there from him. Underclassman showing off what he can do. He's stepped up this postseason.
Yeah, Bashara's been massive. If I remember correctly, Bashara set up one of Eli Taylor's 2 goals on Monday. So he's been very good for the Saints so far in this playoff run, and really the whole season. It's just just a sophomore.
Physical play.
Physical play.
We'll get a call here. Leave Saints with the ball.
Yeah. So I noticed the Saints called a few players up from JV. I believe I saw, Max Mumford was down on the sidelines, and I believe he was the replacement for Ian Cox, who's been one of the leaders on this team, but is unfortunately unavailable tonight. I believe it's the flu, as many of the team has been.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Ian though. I know he's tuned in to the stream, and
Yeah.
he's been a great help for the Saints this year. Swanee commit. Unfortunately, he's not able to be here tonight.
Yeah, we hope if we do move on, though, that he could be there for Friday night, because that obviously would be a big addition for the Saints.
Yeah, so shout out to Ian, shout out Big Dub, and he's a great player.
Yeah.
Great friend.
So there's a cross in off the corner. Saints going to take possession, and they have a good run here.
2-on-1 here.
Gets
for
it to Broussard.
He'll get by one temporarily.
Makes a man miss, but unfortunately, it's going to be going back to Potomac. It's a pretty good counterattack there by the Saints as they had Broussard in some space, but unfortunately, there was a really good play by the Potomac defense as they shut it down. Saints have a player down. That was Bashara.
That'd be a big loss for the Saints.
Yeah, looks like he might be coming out of the game.
Tyler Overstreet, another underclassman, will sub in for the Saints.
Yeah, hopefully this is just precautionary for Bashara, as if we lost him, that'd be a huge loss for today and potentially any games going forward. Broussard's gonna tap that one up in the air. It's a pretty good run here from Potomac.
Saints defense will get back. Give and go there. Really trying to pick it up.
They get
on
to
the
Wise.
end.
There's Broussard here.
Using his speed.
Really good slide tackle.
Saints looking for a call.
Yeah, they're not going to get it. The Potomac defender definitely got the ball first.
Great run, though.
Yeah.
Broussard really trying to show off his speed tonight, and he's done so. The posse, he'll get to Wise.
Potomac's going to shut that one down pretty quickly.
Just a testament to how few chances both teams have got tonight. I'm not sure we've got an offsides call, have we?
No.
So you typically see those, especially in a high-tempo game, and none thus far tonight.
That's a mix of how both defenses have been very good, but both offenses have also been showing a lot of discipline to stay on sides.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, that's just one of those penalties where you can't have. I know Saints have had a few late game this year, and sometimes it's cost them the game. So good to see none of that happening tonight, even if they haven't scored any goals.
Yeah. Just Lupasi's going to kick it out of bounds. It'll be a throw for Potomac. So we're approaching the 50th minute here, and we're still scoreless. So we have a half hour left in this game for one of these two teams to try to put something in. Here's a good run for Potomac. They're going to get it back out to center of the field.
Overstreet, the sub there, putting in some good effort. The Saints, and Potomac will have to reset.
Good news for the Saints is it looks like Bashar is standing up on the sideline, so maybe that means he's potentially going to come back in this game later.
Yeah.
As it would have been a bad sign if the athletic trainers were still working on him.
Yeah. Potomac has maintained a good amount of this possession here in the last 5 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Haven't really got many looks. Again, that's a testament to the Saints defense, but Saints really hoping to get some action on the offensive end.
Yeah, this is obviously easier said than done, but when teams have when teams have stopped Wes Wise this season, it's generally also meant it's been a pretty slow game for the Saints offense, as he's been so good this year.
Yeah.
So, like I said, easier said than done to stop him, but if you can do that, it takes a whole element out of the Saints offense.
Good boot there from Sovich. Wes Wise trying to make a play.
Potomac's gonna take possession. And they need it back to their keeper.
Man down.
They have a Potomac player down. The ball's going to bounce off of him. So it will be, should be, yeah, it's going to be Saints ball, but unfortunately we're going to have an injury timeout here. So.
He's right along their bench, so wouldn't be surprised if this is minimal stoppage time.
This looks pretty bad.
Try to walk it off. Oh, he'll run it off. Typical soccer fashion there.
And he will eventually come out of the game, though, so you never want to see that.
Let's see who that was. That was number 15, maybe? Number 5? Is that correct? Potentially Luke Britton there for the Panthers. Potomac again taking control of this ball. Patel with good pressure. Good contest there. Saints offense, again, haven't seen much action here. Potomac making a push here. Shot attempt, blocked by King. Great move there for Patel.
They're going to try to get it up to Wise, but looks like Potomac will take control of this one.
It's been a common theme, I think. Saints defense holding strong for long amounts of time.
Posse whiffed on the header there, and Potomac's going to get possession back. But like you were saying, the Saints defense has been very good.
Yeah, I feel like any time they even try to get a look on offense, Potomac's there, and they should boost straight back to their keeper.
Yeah, definitely.
King kind of shanked there, looking for Patel. Always get worried when players are on that side of the field. They've got that brick wall, or that stone wall.
Yeah. Never want to see someone run into that.
Not at all.
And I mean, there's such little space between the out-of-bounds line and the wall, if you guys can see that.
Yeah, it looks similar to basketball, where behind the hoop there's not much room. So at least behind the goals we've got that. Just hope for safety, especially around impressive stadiums like here at City.
Yeah, definitely. They're going to whiff on the header there.
Approaching the 25-minute mark here in the second half, and up to this point, this game is looking like it may go into PKs.
Yeah, both of these teams have probably been slightly hampered by the fact that the weather's been very cold, and obviously players are going to perform better and warmer than this probably weather that's in the 40s. Let's see. We can get a quick weather report. Oh, I guess it is 56 in Richmond right now.
Wind chill maybe brings that down to what?
Yeah.
45, you think?
According to the weather app, it says 54. I don't believe that at all.
Not at all.
It's very cold here.
A lot colder here up in the booth as well.
Yeah. Bowen Hall's going to check in. He's a senior.
Potomac wants a hand. I think they're going to get it here against Cam King. This may be an opportunity for them.
Yeah, this is the best opportunity they're going to have, or they've had probably so far this game, as this is going to be a pretty deep free kick. And with how good Rex Alfred is, I doubt they try to put this up on goal, but you never know.
Yeah, you got some height within that wall right there. Kellen Welch, basketball hopeful. He'd probably play the 4 or so.
You guys can probably hear the Saints student section getting pretty loud here for this free kick. Patrick Ritter taking it. Oh, excuse me.
Way long.
Yeah.
I mean, Rex did not even have to worry about that one.
So that one's going to go out of this, behind the pavilion over there. Yeah, that one is put a little bit too much on that, to say the least.
Potomac will make a sub here. They're not happy about that kick right there.
Cameron King's going to put that one out of bounds. We're approaching the halfway point of this second half, and still both teams are scoreless. Going to be a throw for Potomac. Kellen Welch going to apply some pressure. That's going to go out of bounds. I believe it's going to be a goal kick for the Saints. It didn't look like Welch got a foot on that.
Yeah, good test there from Welch, and Saints will take over here. Just trying to get any look on offense at this point.
Yeah, I mean, the way this game's gone, one goal definitely could be enough to win it.
No doubt. That may be. I mean, that's all you need, really.
Yeah. Good news for the Saints here is Bashar has checked back in. As these are also the first minutes we've played this game where Wes Wise hasn't been in, so or these are going to be the first minutes without Wes Wise, so it'll be interesting to see how the Saints offense fares without him. While his runs haven't had as much success as he usually has, as that's going to go off the head of Parker Cushman, but his runs haven't had as much success as he usually does, but he's still obviously a massive threat. And in a game like this, one big play from him could be the deciding factor.
Potomac just trying to get another shot here. Again, good defense from Kellen Walsh on the outside. And the Panthers will have a throw in. Potomac's got space. They're looking for a shot. Rex Alphen makes a diving play.
That's going to be cleared off by Mumford.
That's scary.
Huge stop from Alphen. Looked like for a second Eli Taylor might have had a run there, but Potomac calmed it down. Here's another good run for the Panthers. Makes some people miss.
1-on-4 there.
He's going to get it into the area. Good job by the Saints defense to keep that one out.
Just got to stay strong here.
Yeah. Just need to flip the field as see. It's going to go back to the Saints.
Yep, smart play.
Big stand by their defense to keep them out of the goal there.
Smart play from Mumford to hop over that ball and let the Potomac defender, defender.
Like we mentioned, Wise did come out of the game, but it was a short absence as he's already back on the pitch. They're going to get up to try to get it to Broussard. It's going to be a little bit overshot. Wise in the area, but the Saints, we think our Wi-Fi might have cut out, unfortunately, but here's a good run. This looks like Eli Taylor down there. He's trying to make some space. Nothing going. It'll be a, let's see. That's what they call it. It'll be a throw for the Saints, I believe. Yep, it'll be Lupasi throwing it in here. It's looking like this is some of the best chances the Saints are going to get this game. Is unfortunately the header attempt from Sovic was off, and Potomac will regain possession.
King's got to use that speed.
Just gonna.
Interesting play there.
Yeah, it looked like he could have just gotten it to Alphen, but.
Yeah, Alphen's not happy about that.
Yeah. This will be a throw for Potomac. Here's Wes Wise.
There. Wes Wise making a push. He's got a 3-on-4.
Tried to get it to Broussard, but Mumford's going to get possession back. He tried to get a through ball to Wise, but unfortunately, Potomac will regain possession. The Saints still have a shot here.
Here's the tempo we're looking at.
Yeah.
Almost inside 15 minutes. You know it's going to pick up.
Here's a good run from Potomac.
Bashar almost got beat there.
That's going to be
Potomac forces a shot, and that ball will go to Rex Alphen.
That was number 16 right there. Chase Edwards on the shot.
Yeah, sigh of relief if you're a Saints fan.
Yeah,
there.
It looked like he could have just kept going in and gotten a much easier look.
The interesting thing about this state format is once you win a game, you just got to forget about it. If this game goes to PKs and whoever advances, they're going to play a really good team next round.
Yeah.
So they just have to put this game in the past and really worry about who they're going to take on Friday.
Yeah. An advantage the Saints would have, well, I guess it'd be a mutual advantage, but if the Saints do win this game, they've seen both of the teams who they could be playing in the championship, and Potomac hasn't seen either of them, I believe. So that'll be an interesting dynamic depending on who wins this game, as Saints have a lot of experience versus both of these teams, and Potomac has little to none. Physical play there. Let's see.
Should be Saints ball.
They might be calling a foul.
I thought that was clean from Lupasi.
Yeah.
Guess not.
Actually, I believe that was Cushman right there. It will be a, oh, it's going to be a throw, so it looks like they just thought it went off of Cushman. I don't agree with that call. But obviously the refs do have a better view than we do from up in the booth, so who knows. As this is the best opportunity Potomac's had this game, is they're going to have a corner right here.
Yeah, scary scene here.
I believe this is Ben Bartlett taking it. Target.
That was a heck of a cross.
Yeah, they're going to let it roll. It'll stay with Potomac.
Scary play for the Alphen and the Saints.
Yeah. Patrick Ritter's corner. He's going to get it in. Just over the goal. Chase Edwards tried to head it in, and he got a really good look there, but just over the goal. And lucky break for the Saints there, as if that was a few feet to the left, I don't know if Alphen could have gotten to it.
Yeah, that was good placement. Just good execution on both of those corners for the Panthers. Alphen. He'll get it to midfield. Mumford tries to keep it in. Gets to his man.
It's Wise.
And Wise trying to get a look for the Saints. A lot of bodies on the floor here. We'll get a call. Let's see who's on. Saints will get the ball.
It'll be a free kick for the Saints. Looks like it'll be Eli Taylor taking it now.
DeCosmo is going to take this for the Saints. Again, this could be a look.
Yeah, look for a cross here into that area. They will set up the cross. No one home.
Broussard keeps that one in the air with the volley.
Lupasi's going to get out to it. He's going to cross it in, but a little bit off target as it hits the side of the goal. And, I mean, just 13 minutes left in this game, and if no one can break this tie, looks like we might be going in extra time.
Yep.
Right, are you aware of how long that extra time would be before penalties?
I actually don't know. If I had to guess, I believe it's 2 5-minute periods.
Oh.
Potentially 2 10-minute periods.
Yeah, I was thinking 10 because...
We'll just have to see.
Yeah. I know in a 90-minute game, it's going to be 2 15-minute periods, but I doubt they'll do that considering they already have to shorten game length. So...
Saints defense is back. They're covering this ball. Posse chips it over to DeCosmo. Patel will take his time. Good move there. Tries to get it to Taylor. Potomac may have a push.
King's just going to kick it out of bounds. It'll be a throw for the Panthers.
Saw that earlier. I think that's the right time to kick that ball out of bounds.
Yeah.
No need to force it to Alphen and get it
risk
near the Saints' goal.
Yeah. It is really starting to get cold here at City Stadium. You guys can probably hear the wind blowing into our mics.
Here's the throw-in. Good control there from Cushman. That ball will bounce straight to Alphen. 11 minutes and 11 and a half here. All square at zeros.
They get it to Wise. Wes Wise going to try to make someone miss. He will do that.
Nice ball control from him.
Yeah. He's a really impressive player.
They should just take their time here. They've got momentum. And they've got time. So just get a good look. Good look there. Patel working to the inside.
Yeah, the Saints, like you were just saying, right? They have no reason to force anything here. With how many talented strikers they have. Here's a pretty good run from Potomac.
King needs to stay strong.
Saints will
That's
regain
a big
possession.
stop. Parker Cushman.
Yeah, he's a senior. He's played a big impact tonight. But like I was saying, the Saints have no need to play out of their game plan. Is with how many talented forwards they have and how good Rex Alphen is, I'm sure the Saints would feel pretty good about their chances if they had to go into penalties. So,
Yeah, of course.
obviously, you just prefer to win the game outright and get to avoid the randomness that can occur in penalty kicks. But I'm sure the Saints wouldn't be dreading that scenario.
Wise using his height.
Bad ball there. This could set up a Potomac run.
Potomac for the cross. Cushman. Patel tries to save it from being a corner, but it will stay like that.
And the tension's rising here as we're approaching the final 10 minutes.
Yeah, inside 10.
Yeah, Potomac. I mean, they've gotten some corners, and they've executed pretty well on these so far this game, so.
And as Scott Hansen says, NFL Red Zone, this is the witching hour. Wins turn to losses, losses turn to wins.
Here's a pretty good look for Potomac. They're going to try a chip shot. Couldn't tell if that looked like Potomac was going to get a good shot up there. As you guys can probably see, the collegiate players arriving. So they might have to, their game might have to get put on pause if the Saints and the Panthers go into extra time or penalties. So.
Yeah. That's in addition, if this game goes in OT, you're going to have twice as many fans. You've got fans piling in for this next game. You got Trinity versus Collegiate.
You'd have to imagine both of those fan bases. It would be pretty sweet if for Collegiate if they did get to knock off their rivals in the championship game. So who knows? Saints here, or excuse me, Panthers here are gonna have a. It's looking like this will stay with the Saints. Oh, that'll be.
And they're in
Hawaiian shirts.
Tropical theme for a game where it's about 40 degrees.
Yeah.
So it's a bold move from the collegiate students.
Yeah, where
Just gotta hope they pull it out and it's all worth. Edison, hypothetically, let's say the Saints win this game. Who are you cheering for, or who are you pulling for in this following game?
Either of them, but I'd say Trinity, as we did lose the Collegiate here at City Stadium 2 weeks ago, and we did pull out that. Although all three of the games, we played 4 games combined against those 2 opponents. As Beck Mumford on the run, that'll be taken in by Potomac. It'll be kicked into the stands. It'll be a throw, but yeah. So 2 of the Trinity games ended in draws. One of them was a 1-goal win. That Saints won in about the 82nd minute off an Ian Cox winner, and then Collegiate, I believe, we lost that game by 1.
Yes, 2.
Oh yeah,
both goals were scored in.
It was 5-3.
Extra time.
Yeah, that game. Either of those teams has a significant advantage over the other. I'd probably rather see the Saints face Trinity, but either way, I mean, both of those teams would give the Saints a tough test. And yeah.
Either way, this Final Four is set to be good.
Yeah, a pretty tough test.
Yeah.
I mean,
a little different with football, though.
Yeah.
You got Trinity facing off against Potomac this weekend. It's at 1 o'clock, and I've heard.
Wait, I thought that game was later than ours.
I'm not sure, but it's Saturday.
Yeah.
And the team is not as good as their soccer team.
Yeah.
So
Potomac's the heavy underdogs in that game. So
absolutely. So
I mean,
Trinity should end up winning that game.
We'd like to see Potomac try to pull off an upset. That would
be ideal.
Yeah, that would give the Saints a much easier game if they were to take down Benedictine, but it's pretty unlikely.
Broussard here. Trying to beat his man. Trying to get to Wise. Potomac maybe kicks it out. Mumford with the save. Mumford beats 2. Wes Wise. And that ball will be kicked out. Back to Broussard. Saints with some of their best looks. They want a handball.
That's going to be a handball. here's a big opportunity for the Saints right here.
Yeah, fourth.
Let's see, I wonder who they have take it. Looks like it'll be DeCosmo. I would have thought that. Yeah. I would have thought they would went for Wise or Broussardis. They're easily the two best shooters on the team, but.
Yeah, so DeCosmo, I mean, potentially across here.
Yeah, I think that's probably the play because if they were planning on shooting, I think it would have probably been Wise.
Yep, and that's a deep shot to take in the first place.
Yeah.
DeCosmo lines up to it. He'll chip it over, tries to get to Wise. Wise is a 1-on-1, he's got it!
Wes Wise
Wise
puts the Saints on top with 3 minutes left in this game.
Heck of a cross there from DeCosmo.
And he's going to go get congratulations to the Saints student section. Wes Wise has done it all year for the Saints, and here with their season on the line, with less than 4 minutes left in full time, puts the Saints up 1-0.
That's incredible. What a look from him, and you got to be excited if you're a Saints fan.
What a play there from Wes Wise. And if the Saints can just hold on for at most about 5 minutes, you'll be seeing them at City Stadium Friday night at 7:30. It's down to this as the Saints are going to take possession. Here's Eli Taylor.
Saints have struggled when they've been up late game.
Yeah.
We saw against Collegiate a few weeks ago. They just got to maintain this tempo.
Yeah.
And hold this clock out.
Yeah, although if they can get another goal here, that'd be the dagger. So here's Broussard in the corner. Let's see who they give it to. It'll be a Potomac ball. So, I mean, time's winding down for them. Oh, no, it will be a Saints ball. A Potomac player just picked it up, I guess. I don't know. They're trying to. Yeah. Here's Bashara. Gets it to Beck Mumford. Mumford's going to get it to Broussard, who tried to give it back to Mumford, but nobody was home. So it'll be a goal kick for Potomac. 2 minutes left in this game. Right, what do you think they're trying to do right here?
Potomac or St. Chris?
Potomac. Or either team. Which one?
I think if you're Potomac, you're trying to push as much as you can, get a good shot, and you're going to see that here. Maybe a huge goalie kick. And late game, you may just send everybody up at this point.
Yeah, if there's a corner opportunity, you'll most likely see Potomac's keeper try to come out just to get an extra body because, I mean, at this point, they need to more focus on scoring another goal than preventing one because, or for obvious reasons, with the score being 1-0. Here's a good run from Potomac. Physical play there as DeCosmo knocked him down, but looks like it'll be staying with the Panthers. This time is winding down here. We're down to 1:23.
Yep, and you'll see the Potomac keeper.
Here's a cross.
Potomac may have a shot. At this point, you may even force a shot.
Yeah, you have to get something up. You can't just go down without trying.
Great stop there from Wise, and the Saints defense.
Yeah.
Rex Alphen's hyped about it.
The Saints don't need to focus on getting another goal. They just need to win the field position battle. I mean, because if they can keep the ball outside of their goal third, then you have to feel pretty good about this game. Because, I mean, if Potomac can take a shot from nearly midfield and make it, then hats off to them. But you don't want to give them any easy looks. As Beck Mumford's going to keep that one in bounds. We are under a minute left here. As Potomac just trying to find something to keep their season alive. So they're going to cross it in.
Big cross. Cam King with the header.
Back to Potomac.
25 seconds left. Wes Wise will get it. He'll boot that up as far as he can. Clock will go out a little bit. We'll see if we can get some extra time here.
I'd have to imagine, especially if Potomac is on an attack, that they would get extra time. But, I mean, as soon as that clock runs out and the Saints can get the ball into the other half of the field, the game probably will end.
And this
Here's
clock's
Beck
gonna run
Mumford.
out.
He's going to try to clear it. The game will continue for at least a little bit longer.
Yep, clocks are out. We're at all zeros here. Saints up 1-0. Defense just needs to hold.
It's going to be taken in. And the Saints want the game to end.
There you sub some guys in. That's Kyle Patel and Jack Bleacher. Just trying to get some more defenders in there to seal this game.
Looks like Broussard and Sobich are going to come off. And, I mean, if Alphen can just boot this one all the way down the field, you have to imagine they probably call the game. It's just a tough situation for Potomac because there's nothing they can really do. So Alphen's just going to boot it. Wise is under it. He's going to fight for possession as they're allowing Potomac to keep fighting in this game. The refs are with all this added time.
Yeah, saw this against Trinity.
As the Saints just want to just clear it out, take no risks. Yeah, and this did happen in the Trinity game as they gave them a bunch of extra time. That was probably the best look they're going to get, as that cross was just off. Could have tied the game if that had connected, as Alphen was pretty far out of the box, out of the goal.
Yep, and Alphen's just going to take his time here.
Yeah. Taylor's under it.
Physical play. Saints probably just need one more stop.
Yeah, this game has to end soon enough.
Patel working on it. Good defense from him, way to stand his ground. Plays a little too aggressive there.
At some point this game has to end.
Yeah,
pretty soon.
Minimal extra time.
I'm here after not giving any in the first half. So they're going to cross this one in. Saints just going to keep clearing it out, and that'll do it. The Saints are going to be on this field Friday night at 7:30 to take on the winner of Collegiate and Trinity. What a game.
Yeah, Saints will end Potomac's year. Heck of a win from them. That's just a gritty win. You know? We were in the last 5 minutes of the game. Wes Wise, as he has done all season, will get it done for St. Christopher's, and we'll be seeing you guys on Friday.
Thank you all.